the biggest problem that I experienced with both argparse and opparse is that I can never get it right. If I do a one-off script and try to do something quickly, I never can do anything quickly because I don't remember the defaults. I don't remember the names of the methods. I can never remember that. So every time I did a script, and I did a lot of those, I needed to look up documentation and go to a website and see what are the defaults, what are the arguments, because the API of argparse is huge. Just look at it. It's about 6 classes and about maybe a dozen methods, and some methods have about 10 or 12 arguments. And what we have classes like, okay, argument parser, then raw description help formatter, raw text help formatter, metavar type help formatter. What are they doing there? Namespace, file type, really? Okay. And dozens of methods, and you need to remember the defaults of the arguments of those methods. And what arguments do we have? Epilogue, okay, usage, head help, conflict handler, parents, okay, action, narcs, okay, well, I don't know what's happening there. And what I did for years is just I would go to the Python documentation and I would just copy what works. I mean, isn't that what you do? In case of argparse. So Kenneth Rates, a great hacker and Python Software Foundation member, said that if you have to refer to the documentation every time you use a module, find or build a new module. So that's what happened. Here is implementation of the same command line interface with a library called docopt. You see what's happening here? We import a single function and we pass the usage pattern to this function. In this case, the usage pattern is in docstring. And docopt will parse the usage pattern and implement the whole command line interface for you. And that's all you need to do. But how can it do that possibly? Just take a look at the usage message that I showed you originally. I didn't need to explain you what's happening there. You all know what's happening there. You know that TCP is a command. You know that things in angular brackets are positional arguments, that square brackets denote optional elements. You know that somehow, magically, and it's quite a formal format. And you know that by heart because it's part of a standard. The usage pattern is a part of the IEEE standard YOO 3.1, also known as POSIX. So this usage pattern format is in the heart of every Unix system, and it's in the heart of every Unix hacker, and you know this format already. So why not just parse it and get our command line interfaces like that? So, and this is the whole API of docopt. It's a single function that takes 1 required argument and 3 optional arguments. The required argument doc is the help message that's being parsed. argv, you can pass explicitly argument vector if you want to. Help, boolean, by default true, is whether you want to use the default help which you just passed, the help string that you just passed as the first argument. Version, you can pass version in order to get a free -- version of your program. So, and it returns a simple dictionary, not a namespace, not a funny object. It's just a dictionary. And could something be more readable than that? You can immediately see that the first one is an option. You can immediately see that the second one is positional arguments and the third one is a command. It cannot get any more readable than that. Seriously. And then let's take a real life example. This is one function that implements command line interface of pep8 script. So pep8 script that we know and love, that we use every day to check style of our Python source code. This is just a single function that implements the command line interface. And here is the same we use in docopt. What I did, I just copied from my terminal the output of the help command of pep8. Yes. I made just minor modifications and I was able to use it right away.